Hello! In this tutorial, we will show you how to get your cPanel details. cPanel is the fastest and easiest way for Transferito to migrate your WordPress website. Stay tuned for an explanation on how to get your cPanel details for multiple scenarios. The first part of this video, we will explain the details you will need when migrating to the same or a different domain. In the second part, we will show you how to get all the required details needed for your migration. The last part of the video will show you how to use your cPanel migration details properly. Let's imagine we have a WordPress website, www.demo.com, that is hosted on GoDaddy, and we want to migrate that WordPress website, www.demo.com, to Bluehost, as we have not yet transferred our domain to our new hosting provider, which in this case is Bluehost. We will not be able to access any of the hosting features using the domain. In order for us to make your migration work, we will need to use a temporary URL. We may also need to take note of the IP address assigned to your new hosting provider. We will show you how to do both later on in this video. Now, let's imagine we have a WordPress website, www.demo.com, that is hosted on GoDaddy, and we want to migrate that WordPress website to www.test.com, which is hosted on Bluehost. As these domains are different, we don't need to worry about creating or using a temporary URL. To get started when migrating to a new domain, we will just need your cPanel username and API token. Most cPanel dashboards look the same. The one thing they all have in common is the general information section that we have highlighted in the purple boxes. For this example, we will use the first hosting provider. Your cPanel username is always displayed under the title Current User. Please make a note of your username as we will be using it later on in this tutorial. Type API in the search bar. Then click on Manage API Tokens from a list. Now we are on the Manage API Tokens page. We can create a new API token to use for our migration. Enter a memorable name for your API token. You will want to remove this token after your migration has completed. We will name this token Transferito-Demo. Then click the Create button. Take a note of the API token. Once you've copied your API token to a safe location, click on the Yes, I save my token button. Here I will show you how to create a temporary URL in cPanel. Some hosting providers may provide you with a temporary URL. If that is the case, you can use the provided temporary URL. Step 1. Let's make a note of your IP address, which is below the shared IP address title, highlighted in the purple box. Step 2. Let's now make a note of your cPanel username, which is below the current user title, highlighted in the purple box. In order for your temporary URL to work, it will need to follow a setting format. That format is http:// your IP address / your cPanel username. Now let's put it all together. You have created a temporary URL, and we can now access your new hosting provider's features with this URL. Save your temporary URL, as we will be needing it later. Now it's time to use your cPanel details. If we were migrating our WordPress website to the same domain like shown earlier in this video, we would enter our temporary domain just like this. Then we would select the HTTP option from the dropdown. But for this example, we are not going to be using a temporary URL, so let's remove it from the destination URL input field. Let's get our destination URL and paste it into the input field. Once we have done that, we can click the Continue button. Now it's time to select your migration method. If it has been pre-selected with the recommended icon, Transferito has already checked that your destination server supports cPanel. If it's not pre-selected, click on the cPanel box and then click Continue. Now we've selected cPanel as our migration method. It's time to log into our cPanel account with the cPanel details that we have created. Enter your cPanel username. Now enter your cPanel API token. Then click Continue. Now we've validated that your cPanel login details are correct. Let's select your domain. Here we want to select the destination domain that we want to migrate our current WordPress website to. Once we've done that, click on the Continue button. Transferito checks all of your details are correct. Congratulations! You have successfully created your cPanel details and started your first migration.